Hi guys, so this morning I have just come back from doing a main shopping haul at Aldi's, and I'm going to share with you in a minute what I purchased. I also popped in for a quick gluten-free shop at Sainsbury's. Now Sainsbury's is quite expensive, but I have to get my bread and cheese there, and I like to get my soya milk there as well, and there's a couple of other things that were on offer that I wanted to get for the family that can't be bought in Aldi's, so I spent a little bit there. And later I'm going to the local farm shop to buy a big sack of 25 kilogram of potatoes, and I will share with you those as well. So let's go and have a look to see what I brought. So here's what I got at Aldi's today. Just give you a quick overview of everything that I've got. There you go. So if I start over here on the left side, we've got 3 packets of mushrooms. The chestnut mushrooms, and they're on their super saver, is it 6, whatever it's called, and they were, I think they were 59 or 69p. We've also got some radishes, it's a kilo of carrots. If I just quickly backtrack on the mushrooms, so if I tell you what I'm going to do with the mushrooms, I'm going to be having plenty of vegetable stir fries, and my family will be having a chicken stir fry this week, and they will also be going those. Sorry, I will also be having some. I think I'm going to make some mushroom soup, but I'll also be definitely having, because I quite fancy some mushrooms on toast. Haven't had them for a long time, so I'll be having mushrooms on toast for me. I'm the one that's going to probably be eating most of these mushrooms because I'm a mushroom fan, and that is one of my favourite things ever, along with tomatoes and broccoli. And chocolate. Can't deny I like chocolate, I'm not going to lie. So I bet everyone likes chocolate. But anyway, so we got some kiwis here. And on this offer in Aldi's was some figs. So we got 4 figs there. I think they were 69p. I'm going to say 69p, but they could have been 59. It was about the same prices as the mushrooms. I got some of those, and I haven't had these for a little while. So I'm going to bake those up gently and have some maple syrup with them. And hopefully they will be absolutely delicious. I'm the only one that's going to be eating the figs, to be honest. So I shall look forward to those. And then we've got a punnet of punnet of strawberries. That's for everybody. And we've got 2 bunches of bananas, which aren't quite ripe for us. They've still got the green on them, so they will sit for a few days and then they'll be ready. And over here we've got 2 types of lettuce. So we've got an iceberg lettuce and a soft round lettuce. So this is the one I prefer, and my family prefer this one. So this one was 44p and this one was 35p. Now that's not too bad, because in the local Morrison's, last time I went in, they were getting on for about 50p. So that's not bad, that one. The reason I don't like this one is it gives you gas, let's be honest. It makes you windy. I don't like that one, but I do like this one, so I'm fine with this one. And if I carry on with the vegetables, and then I come to some of the household stuff in a minute. So what else we got here? We've got a little bag of the mini apples here. We've got a little bag of British Brussels sprouts. Now it's getting to Brussels sprout season soon, so that's going to be lovely. My husband loves Brussels sprouts. Oh, he goes crazy for Brussels sprouts when they're fresh. And we got 2 heads of broccoli. What else have we got? We got a bag of the peppers. So we've got a mix of yellow, red and green, and they're going to go in the stir fries and some casseroles this week. Showed you the kiwi fruits, which is basically just for like eating, but they're still quite hard, so they probably won't get eaten until the end of the week. We got 2 bunches of spring onions, and they're going in the stir fries and in some salads. We got a bag of bean sprouts for the stir fry, and if there's any left over I will have. There won't be much left over, but I'll make a quick salad the day after for that and put them in the salad. And then we got a big bag of unwashed spinach, which I have in my salads, washed and then put in my salad. And I will probably put them in something like some creamy pasta or something like that for the family. And we got 2 big sweet potatoes. Now I'm going to bake one of these for my dinner one day when my family have a jacket potato or something, and the other one I'm going to use in a vegetable stew, and I'll keep half for when we have a roast dinner this week, so that a couple of the children like sweet potato, so they can have a bit each as well. And then what else have we got fruit and vegetable wise? Oh, we've got a couple of tomatoes. Now, tomatoes in my garden are coming to their end, to the end of them, so there's not many left, and I am soon going to have to cut the tomatoes down. And that will be the end of the tomatoes, unfortunately, but there are a few still out there, so I do like tomatoes. They're one of my favourite things, and so I do eat quite a few of them, and so do the family, so we put them in sandwiches and salads, that sort of thing. For me only, because, you know, I like to eat avocados, and I can't say why, but I just do. I love avocados, they are gorgeous. That will probably, I won't eat them all in one all in one go. I'll break that up into 3, so that can last over probably about into a fortnight for those 2. So they won't go all that quickly. Should we start over here now? So over here we have got, in the household department, some toilet cleaner, because you need toilet cleaner, don't you? Some cotton buds, not for cleaning ears, but for, I'm going to be honest, I like to do a bit of artwork with pencils, drawing, and it helps to smudge instead of using my finger. So I use them for that, and then cleaning and all sorts of other things. We've got some kitchen paper here. We've got some toilet rolls and some silver foil over there. I've also got 3-4 pints of milk, so we've got 12 pints of the whole milk here, which my family have. And I've got 2 jars of korma curry sauce, because I can't make a curry sauce to save my life, so I have to rely on that. I just wish I could make a curry sauce, because I could probably save myself a bit of money there, but hey, you know, these things happen and it's real life and I can't help it. I can't make them, no. So we've got some mayonnaise here for the family. They like that in their sandwiches and as a condiment sort of thing. Oh, and they use that if they make sort of like a egg mayonnaise stuff for the sandwiches or in pasta, so tuna or chicken pasta. Then they eat that cold, when the pasta's gone cold, if you know what I mean. I forgot to mention we've also got a cucumber, because my cucumbers are all finished in the garden. That's the end of those. And then here we got a packet of ham for the sandwiches, for everyone to have their sandwiches at lunch times and pack lunch. I've got 2 packets of the beef mince here. So with that, I'm going to be making a shepherd's pie with that, and a lasagna with the other one. And I've got the lasagna sheets and whatever I need. I've got some, what's this one? Oh, got it upside down so you can see. Some German bratwurst. Now, I've not brought these before, but we wanted some sausages, so I thought I'd give these a go. So I might turn these, I'm thinking, yep, probably going to turn these into a sausage casserole. I've got it down on my menu plan to have sausages, and I was just going to have sausage and sort of like, I suppose, like with vegetables and potatoes. But I'm thinking because I've got some peppers, I'm going to turn it into a sausage casserole. So that will be quite nice. And then I've got 1 kilo of the chicken breast fillets. These were £5.50, £5.59, something like that. And there's there's 5 large chicken breasts in here. Now, I won't use them all in one meal. I'll break that into, I'll do one with 3 in and one with 2 in. And they will go for 2 meals. So the one with 3 will go for a bigger meal, if you get what I'm saying. So one of my sons works late at night and doesn't come home and doesn't always want a meal left for him. So when I do that, I'll only use the one with 2 in for my husband and my 2 other children. But when my older son is at home and having a meal, I'll cook whatever it is I want to cook with the 3. So there's portions there for him, if that makes sense. So if I just move this over and show you at the back here, we have got some, these is for the animals now. We've got a big bag of dog biscuits for their dinners. We've got the cat biscuits, big bag of cat biscuits. And right at the back, we've got 4 6-packs of the dog meat for our dogs, Marvin and Belle. And then for the cats, Mingle and Dave is a girl. Yeah, I know. They called her Dave. We've got some cat foods here as well. they should pretty much, the cat food would definitely last, because we just have a tin a day for the cats, because they are very small cats, they're not big cats. So they have half a tin in the morning between them and with cat biscuits, and that's plenty for them. They're very small cats. So it's a tin a day, and I've got enough here for 2 weeks for the cats, definitely. Probably the dogs, we're probably looking at just over a week for the dogs, so I probably will have to go and get some more dog food for the dogs. But I could only carry so much today. My car was getting full up because I have a very small car. But anyway, on with our food. We've got some baked beans to go in the cupboard, because I've got a son who's baked bean mad and likes to have baked beans for breakfast. He has a few with some toast, and the family like to have that if I cook them some chips or something like that. Sometimes they have chips. And we've also got 2 of the tomato purees, so I need some for this week for the lasagna. Put a little bit in with the shepherd's pie. I know that might sound a bit crazy, but I do. And we've got some puff pastry, because I've got some beef in the freezer which I need to use up, and I'm going to make a steak and ale pie with that, because I've got a bit of ale in the cupboard that was given to my husband as a present, and I'm just going to nick it and use it in his pie. I got that. And then we got some soft cheese here, garlic and herb, to put with some pasta, or the kids can just have it on a sandwich, toast, crackers, whatever. We've got some red Leicester. We've got some eggs. And then here we've got some plain poppadoms, naan breads. And then we've got 2 packets of the wraps, which my family love to have instead of a sandwich at lunchtime, or if we make a chilli, or to be honest, if I'm making a shepherd's pie, one of my sons will just put I know it sounds disgusting, but he will put that in the shepherd's pie in a wrap, and it's disgusting if you ask me, but that's what he does. He'll even put shepherd's pie in a sandwich. I know, disgusting, but that's what he likes. So and then we got 2 packets of cereal. Now, you know, I'm not into these sort of cereals, but I bought 2 packets for the family. So I've got honey nut clusters, and then the craze for the children, well, the younger ones. But to say that, everyone will eat them all, so it really doesn't matter. When I say children, they're all going to eat them. We've got 2 loaves of the bread, white bloomers. We've got 3 packets of the jammy wheels, which are 39 each, which is a lot cheaper than the branded jammy Dodgers. Am I allowed to say that? And I did, so it's tough, isn't it? So they're a lot cheaper. But actually, one of these my son's going to take to. He's just about to start volunteering with the local cats association, the cat home. So he's volunteering there. So he's taking biscuits up there for the tea break. And then got a little packet of wannabe Oreo biscuits, some chocolate rounds, and some Viennese. Can you see them? Some Viennese, what are they called? Fingers. And a couple more goodies for treats, packed lunches, and for dessert. Some Tunnock's tea cakes, which my family love. Some waffles, which can be for breakfast and for a dessert, with some fruit, some of the strawberries, and some Jaffa cakes. And I thought, just to show you, I've got a couple of frozen bits. Basically, I've got some frozen peas and some frozen green beans. So that's pretty much everything in the Aldi's shop. Some of this is not going to last a week. Some of it's going to last for more than a week. So some will last for 2 weeks. Right, this is my second part of my shopping haul. This is where I went to Sainsbury's, and I don't usually go to Sainsbury's because it's a lot more expensive than Aldi's, but I need to go there because some of these items I can't buy at Aldi's, and my family have them or I have them, so I don't have much choice. So I've got here 2 loaves of gluten-free bread, brown sliced sandwich loaves. If I show you, they're about 500-ish grams, and they're £2.30 each. Now that's very expensive for a loaf of bread, for a small loaf of bread. But I've tried making my own, and every time I've made it, it's turned out like a brick, and it's disgusting, and you can't eat it. It's only good for hammering nails into wood. So I have no choice but to buy it. But each one of these loaves will last me a week each, so I've got a fortnight's worth of bread there. That's one of my bugbears, is because they charge so much money for stuff that some people cannot do without. They have no choice but to have them. saying I can't make a loaf of bread gluten-free. But saying that, I don't make too bad a gluten-free pizza base, so that's not too bad, so I can save some money there. Here I've got some free from cheddar style cheese with chives. Now this is 200 grams and this is £2.50, which I think is quite a lot of money, but there you go. They charge so they can make money out of people's misfortune, but you know, that's another story. So I cut this in half, and this portion's for 1 week and that's for another, so there's a fortnight's worth of cheese there. And I'll have that in sandwiches or a bit of salad, or grated over some vegetable chili or whatever it is I have, or whatever I fancy having. So this is the Vitalite that I eat. This will last me well over a fortnight, so I won't buy another one of these for at least another fortnight or so, maybe 3 weeks. The Country Life butter is for my family. They have that. Now, I believe that being frugal isn't just about saving money by buying a lower brand and trying to save money that way. I also believe being frugal is about what your family or you will eat or use. And if I was to buy something cheaper to think that I'm saving money and they don't eat it, I've not been frugal, have I? Because I'll be throwing it away and not saving money. So I believe that if my family will eat something, even if it's branded, then I will spend the money because it is money well spent and I haven't wasted it. Having said that, this is normally £3, but I can easily get this when this is on a deal for £2. So I prefer to buy them when they're on a deal. But today they were charging me £3, which I had to pay full price for, so that's not so good. But I wasn't going near any other shop, so I pretty much was stuck of having to pay full price. But if I do see it on a deal, I will buy extra, not just one. Now here we've got 2 cartons of the Alpro Organic soya milk, which is for me. This is for fortnight, so 1 each a week. And like I say, you can also get this on a deal at £1, and I usually stock up when it's on a pound, but it's not on a pound at the moment, so it was £1.40 each. So I'm not doing too well today with my food. But there again, I know that, but I like this brand and I like the taste of the organic one, so that's why I stick with this. And because it's so expensive, I only allow myself to have 1 carton a week, and when it's gone, that's it. Because £1.40, you know, if I bought a lot of them, that would be a lot of money. And so ditto with the PG Tips tea bags. My family like these, but these were on offer, and they, instead of being £5.50, they were £3.50 in Sainsbury, so that's not a bad deal today. And there's 240 in there, so they should last a good fortnight. And then with the Yale Valley yogurts, my family like these, so we got a strawberry, a mango and vanilla, and we got a black cherry, and these were on offer at £1 each as well, so we've got those for the family too. So yeah, that's my shopping at Sainsbury's. Probably not as cheap as I'd like it to be, but you know, I have to go to Sainsbury's to get this bread and this cheese because it's the only bread, gluten-free bread that I like, and the only gluten-free cheese that I like. So yeah, I'm pretty much stuck in having to go and get these 2 items from Sainsbury's anyway, and I usually take the opportunity to get the milk there and everything else instead of going all around the town to different shops, which will cost me more in petrol. So I just leave it there and just go to one shop. Right, so I've also been out this afternoon and purchased this big sack of potatoes, 25 kilos of, as you can see, Mara's Piper potatoes, and they were £8.50. Now in the supermarket, the potatoes are usually for 2.5 kilos, £2 a bag. That's some shops are more than that, but where I usually go, Morrison's, they're £2. So yeah, this is much cheaper at £8.50 than paying for £2 for a 2.5 kilos. So if you work that out, I think that's £20 for the equivalent of a big sack in the small bags. So it's a big saving, and these will last us definitely over a month. So I'll be using the potatoes in mashing, roasting, doing some chips for the family, jacket potatoes, because if I show you, let's get them out. Oh, that's not very good. Right? They're quite big potatoes. There's some even bigger ones in there, but I don't want to delve in too much. Yeah, so they're quite big potatoes. So yeah, they are definitely going to last a whole month. So just to remind you, everything that I got at Aldi's, my little shop at Sainsbury's, and what I got at the farm shop will last, it was variable is what's going to last. So the potatoes will definitely last a month. My gluten-free stuff is going to last a fortnight. Some of the other bits are going to last a fortnight, some are going to last a week. So it's variable, some of the bits and pieces that we've got, but definitely it's definitely a week shopping, but some of it's more. So that's what we've bought, and I don't think we've done too badly. So at Aldi I spent £80.01. In Sainsbury's I spent, oh what was it, let's have a look, £20.60, and at the farm shop it was £8.50 for the potatoes. So that was a total of, let me get this, have a look at my bit of paper, was £109.11. So yeah, so that's what we spent this time on our shopping haul, mainly at Aldi. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again soon. You take care. Bye.